How's it going? How's it going?
Good.
That's good. I wonder why that doesn't want to work. How was your weekend?
It was all right.
Just
Yeah.
nothing fun. Excited to graduate
Huh?
next year?
We still got a whole nother year.
I know.
But yes, very ready for that.
I was telling everybody we can speed it up with summer classes for y'all.
I know, I saw
Some
So I
people
was,
finish that way.
when we do summer classes, we just gotta pay for the class, right?
Yeah, but I heard if you take two, the Pell Grant covers it.
If you take two to Pell Grant.
2 classes, 6 hours. That's the key. If you don't take 2, it won't cover it.
So just, that's cool, because I wanted to take summer classes.
Yeah, it sounds important. I think somebody used the display that I don't like. They did. I want to duplicate them. There we go. And then you say, that's it.
So to lead the group assignment and do it in February.
Yeah, ideally you guys have all led by then.
I'm gonna do it next. I chose next Wednesday.
Are you worried about it at all?
Huh?
I know
No,
some
so-
people are.
Like really,
Yeah.
so we're basically doing a PowerPoint and then like an assignment for the class, right?
Yeah, were you here when she led it last week? But you can watch it on the YouTube. So she led a pretty good group last week. And that's the screen. That's hilarious. Say leave this site. And so she led, do you want me to show you the book that gives you literally start to finish of leading a group from the girl circle? It'll tell you how to lead a group, what to say, what to do, it's on the assignment when you guys open it.
Okay.
How did your observation go?
No, that was pretty smooth.
Okay,
Like
you
I'm
just
doing it.
did AA?
Huh?
You just did an AA meeting?
Yeah,
Right, that's what most people do.
but they were like, I didn't expect them to be so open to like.
Right, yeah,
I expected them to be a little closed off,
right,
But-
no, for sure.
and it wasn't forced either. I'm thinking like they're gonna force them.
Oh yeah, like was it God, what do they call that? Are they court ordered? Are any of them court ordered?
No.
But you thought, would they force them to talk?
Like yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, you join, you gotta talk. Like
If you
want-
did
want
do-
that help.
I bet you if you did do an actual mental health group, they would have made them talk. Like say if you were court ordered for like drugs and alcohol, that could be part of it.
I think I'm gonna just try to find a lesson on too, just to see.
To watch it again. There's a lot of
Just
them.
to see the difference, because that was interesting.
Yeah, it is definitely. That's kind of like the go-to now for years because they started Alcoholics Anonymous in 1935. Okay, so, here you go. This is the group that she led. I can at least show you this. And this is what she like kind of ran for us. Watch it not work for, okay, so it was the grief group. And then she did kind of like, what is grief? Definition, the 5 stages of grief. A lot of people talk about denial, anger, bargaining, decompression, acceptance, and then some of the denial and anger, then bargaining and depression, and then acceptance, grief comes and goes. And then she had us write a farewell letter. And I did one to my cat. Because in 2018,
And letting go letters.
I know, yeah,
After you write it down, what you make it out of?
we did read it. So, like, some of us were crying and shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, right?
I would have been like, yeah, I'm not gonna read
I
mine.
know, right? I was impressed. Because the biggest part is about going into your stuff, and let me show you.
So when
So,
it comes to grief, like you could probably write it out.
yeah,
But once you actually saying it out loud,
I know.
it's gonna be hard.
And it is. It is. So we let that. Here is, I'm hoping I have a link right to this because I think I shared it with you guys in here. Did I press edit assignment? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is where you find what you need to lead the group. And it's called the Relationship with Peers curriculum. So this may be easier because if you look in here, and you go right here to the third page, there's 10 weeks of groups you could lead. You could lead any one of the weeks 1, week 2, week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're like, the first ones are connecting with each other and then labels. So like the beginning of the group, you get to know somebody and like, have you ever been in either a summer camp or like, so that's similar to what it's like. And they talk about how, forming, storming, norming, performing. They always use those in group work. They use those 5, and I'll show you a video unless if I showed it to you. Remember the Titans the other day? I don't know if I showed it when you were
Yeah, and I watched the movie.
So like any group, like when you first start it, people like maybe talk shit to each other. They don't like each other. That's when you have the storming. Then norming, you get used to them. Like, all right, I'm stuck with these people. I can either be a dick forever or like be okay with them. So that's like the norming. Performing, maybe you're helping each other stay sober, or like across the street, Dr. Hunt has her group. Which way is Dr. Hunt's place? I always get confused. There it is. Okay. So we wrote up that grant for Dr. Hunt's horticulture therapy group. Did I show you that yet? They gave us $599,000 to lead a horticulture therapy group at Central. And so right now, since they're so bankrupt, it's like the saving grace. Yeah, like half of that money goes straight to Central, so they get like $300,000. Although Dr. Hunt wants a greenhouse built over there, so that's part of the horticulture therapy and growing plants and doing stuff like that.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So if you want to lead these, because they're almost brainless, you could do expressing myself as week 3. You could do accepting all different parts of myself, cultivating respect, giving voice to feelings. There's part 1 and 2 there. Romantic relationships. What is it worth to you? Some people like that one. And then the last one's girl fights or girlfriends.
So what I say, and each of these, they got like ways you can lead it.
They do right here. See how they're all
Once you
6
scroll down.
pages? Yes. If you go to page 11, that's week 1, or week 1 is page 13, week 2 is page 19, week 3 is page 25. And they even have other icebreakers you could pick from. They have 10 pages of icebreakers. Yeah, it's a good one. And then even resources, and then the master activity list. So this, if I bought this manual, I took it from Lighthouse when I worked there, but if you had to buy it, they're like thousands of dollars. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys, because you could use it at even if you form a group and say your internship is at an agency with teenagers like this, you could actually run that group for them if you wanted to. I know you're supposed to pay Girl Circle like the thousands of dollars to run it, but some people like to make their own group. Like there's ideas online with it. So did I turn the comments off? It's disabled. How do you enable the chat? That stinks. I guess people will have to comment when it's done. Or can you edit it live? Let's try this. Description, webcam, public, blogs, thumbnail, audience. Not for kids. Places, tags, and then how do you do the chats? Comments are on. That's weird. Oh. Now they can actually say inappropriate comments. Because I think it was set to be held. Yeah, for some reason comments couldn't go, but for attendance they can comment later. Okay. Any questions about the processes?
I just don't know what to do. I'm figuring it out.
Some people for real like to lead their own group that they make up, that they looked up on the internet, and they just run it. So
Just made up, just did one.
I would like to have this format because then you just follow exactly what it says. So here's like, let's go to an example of like week 2 or 3 if we can find it. So week 2, it tells you here the activity.
72.
Yeah. I just jumped to it. Like, and it tells you what materials you need. If you need help getting those, I can try to help you get some. The activity is a vision quest. The purpose is to explore labeling and stereotyping amongst girls, to have an experience being in other people's shoes, to promote empathy amongst each other. And then place the following labels on several pairs of eyeglasses: mean girl, shy and quiet girl, lesbian, cheerleader, popular girl, druggy, stoner girl. I didn't know they labeled girls like that. I thought it was only guys. Druggy and stoner girl, jock, slut, fat girl, ugly girl, slow girl, or nerdy girl. Does slow mean she can't run or like she's retarded or something?
I'll pick the second one.
Okay.
Not the.
Right. So these can be used as glasses or plastic toy purchased from a discount store. Labels can be made by folding a small.
You want something here.
That's kind of the way like groups. That's why she did horticulture therapy group, is you're like digging in the soil, growing a plant, trying to keep it alive. Dr. Hunt loves it. And then, yeah, it even here it tells you do the opening ritual, then you introduce the theme as labels. You do a check and maybe you do high and low of the week. I do that with my own clients. Is everybody at Fried Chicken Monday or something, or they don't have fried chicken?
First of all, they in the group. They on. Jada is on too.
Is she?
Jada and Ariana.
Oh, it does say 4 people are on. It just has no comment, so they're going to have to comment.
They said they commented.
Oh, really? Okay, it'll show it at the end. That's hilarious. That does suck, though. You're like, why'd you guys abandon me to be by myself here?
No, for real, because
this is
what was
bullshit.
y'all thinking?
Yeah. Is that your all's group chat for the class? I know my wife gets in those when she takes the classes here.
Mm-hmm.
They always have a group chat, which is hilarious. So somebody wanted to lead it this week, and I can't remember who. Somebody wanted to lead their group this week. So we already had one last week. Somebody wants to lead
I
it
think they said she was doing hers Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. So yeah, you do a vision quest game. Whose line is it anyway? Interesting. Can you name some common ways girls labeled you and you were stereotyped? I've been labeled that way.
What?
Like they give all those labels that you could have been like
Oh, yeah.
high energy, ADHD, distractible, all of that. Do we get off for President's Day here?
I believe so.
Do we really?
We should do it.
I feel like we only get off for MLK Day, but I wonder if
Oh, that's next Monday.
Yeah,
Let me try to see.
I don't think we do. Only because a lot of people do either MLK Day or President's Day.
I don't even know.
I know, I don't know for sure. Oh yeah, there's the beads game. Then you do Vision Quest, divide the girls and tell them, oh, they have to act out scenes.
Oh no, we do got it off. That's the 17th.
Yeah,
Yeah, it say no President Day, no classes, university.
nuh-uh. What? I'll be here. That's hilarious. That's good for you guys. You don't have to be here. I will.
Stand like
because maybe I should schedule my solar panels to be
This
here.
the
You wanna say
schedule
hi?
you just looking at.
Ooh.
Y'all dead wrong.
Yeah, you guys messing it up.
Oh my God.
You left her hanging by herself, and you can't even comment live. I'm kind of annoyed you can't comment. I should try to run a new one real fast. Oh well. Oh yeah, what did Dr. Montgomery say? Do you ever use AI reply to your emails?
How you do that? No, because then I'm gonna forget to go back and look at it.
Like you got to edit it again?
And be like, oh wait, no, they shouldn't have said that. Or I'm gonna actually need to see what you're gonna say.
Oh, they're not giving me AI responses anymore. Oh, holy crap. It makes a smart reply now. Do you know that? So it gives you two options at first. And somebody
Oh, you
said,
talking about the ones that like respond back instantly?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like it said, will you write a letter of rec? And it says, I'll do or I won't do. But then it does smart reply. It says, congratulations on your acceptance. I'd be happy to continue as a recommender for your scholarship applications. And it's to other very smart
We
professors.
feel like we should go get our master's from.
Where are you going to get it?
I said, where do you feel like we should go?
I think OSU is only $1,500 a semester.
Mhm.
So it's only $4,500 total. And you get $22,000 in student loans that year to live off of. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I don't know if,
Like,
but you're from Cincinnati.
no, I'm from Cleveland.
Is there one up there?
I
Like
was gonna look at Case or Cleveland State because
somebody gave our
I don't
student.
got time to be going away from home. I'm just.
So I don't know what her GPA was.
Mhm.
That's creepy. I just replied and now, okay, it was somebody else. Like the same minute I replied, it said, they asked for a recommendation letter. I'm like, what the hell?
Somebody else or the same
It's
thing.
somebody else. It's always there. We do like so many of these. But last year, somebody got $48,000 to go to Case Western Reserve University. $48,000?
Yeah, no, Case is a private school.
Is that how much it is then?
Case is very, let me look. I don't know,
That's
they're
why,
expensive and
'cause
they're
I was
private
like-
though, so.
Is that money to live off of, or that's the only tuition? I was like, damn.
Well, to get a master's?
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Come on, keep thinking, so, look at the Case. But I wanna get the little accelerated program and get my master's in a year.
Right.
I'm tired of school.
Four, 5, 0, 3, 6. So like we get these, and then all they ask is like, are you superior academic performance, intellectual potential, above average, oral communication skills, superior, above average, average, ability to work well with people, relates to others. So we get these a lot. Did you go to UC yet?
Nope.
to visit? Not even once?
I
'Cause
tried to
it's-
go last year,
What
and
happened?
I don't know. I told you and Miss Nikita I wanted to go, and then that was that.
We're that bad at that sucks.
I'm trying again. Well, next semester for again. I'm gonna see. It's okay. I'm gonna keep telling them like, don't forget.
But you'd rather not go that far away, right?
No, I mean I would, but it's like if at home it's just offering me free money, I'm just gonna stay home because if I could just go to classes and then stay with my mom. Like I ain't trying to spend money for master's program if I don't have to, basically.
It's hard. And I went away to the University of Kentucky because it was local to my town, which is weird. So the University of Kentucky gave me a Kentucky graduate scholarship, so it was only $3,000, and that's the one that I did. That's where Dr. Nikita went because she could get her doctorate in about the same amount of time.
So that's what she do, got after me.
Mm-hmm. It was only 2 years after your 1 year master's.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to go more school after that.
I know, right?
What
I said I never would.
Can we after we get our bachelor's? Can we take the test?
Yes, you can take it your last semester here to get your license in social work.
How do we take a practice test?
Nikita has a bunch. Do you have her in class yet?
Mm-hmm. I got her for junior practice too.
Ask her about her practice tests. I think she was going to do some of them either in that or something else.
I'm going to ask. I gotta remember.
What are you doing in her class currently?
Right now we talking about like food deserts and housing and stuff like that, and community and homes like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing right now. But and then because on Mondays we just learn the new chapters, and on Mondays we do hands-on.
Okay. So, because you're doing, it's like agencies mostly, isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
What agencies does she mostly go over?
Last Wednesday we was like placing the agencies in micro, and meso to get a feel of them and learning the different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't get too deep into it yet.
Right. And then what are the big assignments in that one?
We have like a paper, like is it a paper?
Like
The it's like a
8-10 pager in here?
but it's like she broke it down because she said, oh, it's like a social justice paper. So we basically got we find the social justice and stuff, and she broke it down in 4 parts, and then we have a proposal. We have a proposal.
Okay. Does oh my gosh. Now ChatGPT asks what you're interested in. Did you know it's a good editor? Like you ever use it for editing?
No, I'd be scared to use ChatGPT because y'all be saying that y'all be putting our papers through to poor people and stuff.
They run safe assignment. Like if you stole somebody else's work, yes. But if it's your work and then you're just asking it to edit for punctuation, which is what I'm doing here, I think it would be fine. Who all do you have for class this semester though to tell you all that stuff?
What?
Who's saying that now? They're like, I want to run your stuff and catch you if you're doing ChatGPT.
No, it's just always, so I just don't never use it. Because now I do hear people say that they will use it for like certain stuff to try to get ideas and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's smart, like just to help you understand stuff.
For editing, I think it's huge.
But that'd be scary.
But isn't it the same as like, what's that thing called on here that you always use? Grammarly?
Oh, yeah. But every time I be putting something in Grammarly or something,
It doesn't work?
No, they be telling me that I'll plagiarize and it be me. I'm like, okay, I'm just, maybe y'all broke or something because I literally wrote this myself.
Right.
Or they'll be like, this says it's 90% paper. Where? Because no, it's not.
Oh, when you
Like, I'm
do
trying to check it, yeah.
so
Because like,
here's what it is. If you quote something,
mhm.
and it's fine if it said it's 100% quote, especially if you took the snippet out of the article and put direct quotes around it, it's going to say 100%. But at the end, you write Trouth 2023.
Like after you finish the quotation, put.
You got to cite it. So as long as you cite it, you should be fine. If you use something and don't cite it, that's when you get in trouble. And it can pick up when you just change up the word. So just cite everything, and it might say you were 100%, but you just cite it. So,
Yeah, I don't think they work that good.
right,
They be playing.
right. But it always says 100%, you're saying?
No, not all the time, but like when I be going on there and I be like, girl, how? And then it's like you gotta pay to see what's wrong with it and stuff. I'm like,
Oh, who makes you pay? Is that Grammarly?
Yeah, Grammarly. Be trying to
Oh, and they're saying that you plagiarized in some way.
Mhm.
That's usually just because you like, if you quote anything, it's going to like pick that up from it being published.
So they
on the
don't
internet.
just think it's automatically I'm stealing.
Right. It's just you look at what it says is like 90% or 100%, and you got to click on it. And then I didn't know Grammarly did that service though. That's how they're trying to get people to pay for it.
Mhm.
That's slick. Bunch of bastards.
No, the sneaky is it's
That's-
smart because some people will sit and pay for it.
Right.
But
That
it's
is
not-
interesting though. All right, so see how it breaks down the group again. So you go 3. Each of the girls has their glasses on, understands the label, the audience call them out. And then you do the handout, encourage girls who are doing the role play to dive right in. Like, what would you say to a friend about purging? Oh, I thought they meant as a hoarder. Is purging about anorexia?
You said
Bulimia?
Persian?
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
I thought they meant like, because like I'm a hoarder and I got all that shit in my office and I give out the food, whatever.
I don't know what to think about them.
But purging is like when you make yourself throw up.
Oh,
So like if you're, that's bulimia. So it's saying, what would you do about purging? Emphasizes important for girls in the audience to be supportive. Let the role play long enough to have their labels. Generally, this takes no more than 5 minutes. After each role play, the performers talk about, I want you guys to go long enough to make a billable hour too. That's what I was saying. So we bill at our agencies. The minimum you can bill is 15-minute increments. And if you got it to go for 23 minutes,
hands-on, like we really teach our students.
that's the tricky part is it's come to the place in your schooling career now. And you guys are only halfway through, so that sucks. Where like you get to sit back and watch college like it's a movie and just do the stuff. And now you're asked to perform and be the social worker.
That intro to forensics, when you're supposed to do that paper yesterday. I'm like, so
Was it the make a treatment plan for this
Yeah.
assessment? Right. And that's what you'll do as a social
but
worker.
did you see what I submitted?
I can look because people are asking me.
Because I wasn't really sure, so
That's okay.
I just
I know you guys aren't sure, but it's making you do it. And
Yeah.
I know it's freaky. Damn, where is it? I'll look it up because somebody did ask me and I'm like, I hope that it was. So you're writing a treatment plan. Like the dude was suicidal. Huh?
I'm the one who's emailed you.
Oh, you did? Okay. And I don't know if I gave you the right answer that you were looking
You
for.
really did. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just recited who he was, and then like I just put the goals, like titles and looking up.
There it is. I'm like, where is this? Okay. No, I'm glad you emailed me and you know all the classes that nobody else wants to teach, they stick them with me. That's what usually happens. And I'd love to pass this on to somebody else. In fact, Gifty may teach it next year. Let's see.
Didn't Miss Vicky say we were getting like this social teacher now?
Yeah, she's here now and she doesn't have a class till next month. So if you have the ones that start next month,
No.
look at you all killing it though.
Oh my God.
How do I look at all of them? So it was due. This is my favorite. Oh yeah, I thought you were able to see it, but you're not, are you? Because I don't have this one hooked up for you. But what were? Oh, there's a sharing of activity. What was your question?
No, like, I don't know, because last semester I did do this, Karen made us do like a treatment plan.
Oh, she did. See, you already knew.
But,
What's up?
yeah, but it was like, actually like paper, like the client's name, like
Yeah.
goals and objectives. So, but what I had did was explain who he was, and then I put like the goals and how I could help him. And I was like, because I didn't know if you wanted me to break it down like that and then write about him. I don't know, that's what I was being confused. I'm like, so do I just do this? Nikita told me how to do
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Because they also broke this is broke down into sections too. So I'm guessing we're gonna put it all together at the end.
It is. They wanted me to have that many. How do you spell your last name again?
Washington?
I bet yours is good. Oh, you even made it like a PDF. Holy shit! Did you have like a blank treatment plan
No.
from what's her name's?
Mm-mm. Do I? Let me go look. I'm probably gonna go find it in my files actually, because we actually had to do hands on.
Does the internet suck here? Is this not letting me
No,
open?
yeah, the Wi-Fi is horrible.
Oh, now it's opening. It's like loading.
Because I only had the paper form.
Okay. God, I have to look at because it was assessment, mental health, trauma recovery, family building, legal. You wrote a bit more than what most people would. Because let me see if I can find you.
Because I was on the internet trying to find a treatment plan.
Right, yeah.
Document, so I'm like, let me just look at this and see how I can do it.
Oh, it is only 2 to 3 pages. So I did say that. How you would work with the family. Okay. I think they simplify them for when you're actually out in the field and you have like 10 clients. Could you imagine writing that much for all 10 clients? Mm-hmm. That would be too much. So they have them really generic. Mm-hmm. God, let me look at what the next one is, you guys do. The next one, oh my God, they're like once a month. This is annoying. I would be annoyed if I were you guys.
And then when I saw it, I'm like, paper, wait, what? I'm like, wait.
Okay, the next one, how to write a clinical note based off the treatment plan. Write an example of a clinical therapy note and one example of a potential case management note with the family. Okay, so that's just like 2 pages. God, that's easy as fuck. I'll show you this is a PowerPoint I could do here. I know that we only have 12 minutes and I got to go see, God, how many clients do I have? I always hope my first client cancels. Is that terrible?
No.
It's just, I mean, I get paid for every one, but sometimes you're just burnt out and you can't do one extra thing. That's why I always stress self-care.
I'm about to start. I need to start doing better, like sectioning my work on.
Right.
I have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's when I need to be working.
Right.
Stop waiting Saturday and Sunday.
Well, and at the beginning of the semester, it's super easy because ain't nothing due for 2 or 3 weeks. So you don't have to do shit. Like you just like hang out.
But most of my classes got switched to online, so I really got
it. Did you take social work research 21-3-10 with Nisha Wiley?
Mm-hmm.
I got to do a substitution form for each and every one of you guys.
Wow.
Because she was supposed to do paperwork to make it count as social work research, and because that was never done, they just see it as an elective.
What? So what you're saying is we don't have to retake something else? Oh, wow. She could be there before she left us.
Right. Yeah, I feel bad. Probably if she was here this year, it would have gotten done, but it's never been put through as a
How long is it gonna take?
for us to do it. Well, if I have to write a substitution form for how many of y'all's in that class,
It wasn't a lot of us. It was not.
thank God.
It was only like 8 of us, and it was only, she only had it for one semester, right?
But I think I taught it last semester, so I'm gonna have to do it for all of them too. And now until we get it through as like it counts instead of Dr. Winbush's. So here it is, clinical documentation, the golden thread. So to write a clinical note, this is what you look at in that assignment. I guess you guys will get it, but of course it's difficult to see who's leading on Wednesday.
I think Paige said she was. I'm not sure.
Okay. That works. So this is the PowerPoint you get to. Look how many slides it is. Man, that's a lot of slides.
Mm-hmm.
I trimmed it back though, I think. I think it used to be
That's
longer.
what the clinical note is?
So they try to get you, why do you have to write a clinical note?
Mm-hmm.
And here's why. It's the golden thread in medical necessity. So social workers diagnose them based off of the DSM-5. Has anybody given you the DSM-5 yet? Nikita?
She probably did.
She probably will. So when they're diagnosed, here it is. Okay. Assessment, and then say you're diagnosed with ADHD. Then you get a treatment plan, like here's how, which kind of you did, like goals and objectives to help ADHD. Maybe you do mindfulness meditation. Maybe you do horticulture therapy. Maybe you do medication and see a doctor. Then after the treatment plan, every single time I'll see you as a social worker, I have to write this treatment plan note. And so this one kind of breaks it down, but it runs it all together. It always does. Assessment, diagnosis, treatment plan, goals, objectives, closure. And that's what a clinical note wraps all of it together. Like worked with the client on depression, and say their diagnosis was depression, and like how to I worked in addictions for so long, that's the easiest one for me. Like talked about sober leisure activities he's going to, what groups he's been attending, how many times a week he's going to meetings of Alcoholics Anonymous, and met with his sponsor. A lot of times they do SOAP notes. I don't remember if we did that here. Let me see if they mentioned SOAP. And what that means is when you write the note, subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. Subjective means like talked about addiction, recovery, and it can be almost anything. Objective is then like, what did you do or identify? Found 3 sober leisure activities he can do instead of smoking blunts every day and going to the park and having munchies, like playing basketball without smoking weed and like, you know.
So basically, it's not the clinical note
It is, and then what you as the social worker did. Hello. You're fine. So like what you as the social worker did with the client, but you've got to connect it back to their assessment and their diagnosis. So yes, the assessment gives you like this. It drives treatment because it identifies symptoms, consumer goals, stressors, strengths. It determines a diagnosis. It recommends services. So when you write your clinical note, you're saying how you did them services. How did I do? And then, DAF updates or clinically appropriate services. It may have an example of a note. But like this one has, Bryce is a 6-year-old male with ADHD. He gets this twice a week and that once a week. Oh yeah, that's ISP. Damn it, where's the note? Okay. There it is, progress notes. So if you wanted to skip way ahead, it's halfway through the PowerPoint I gave you guys.
So if we didn't take intro to social work research, what can we take? What can people take to get that credit?
It's Sociology 2800 with Dr. Winbush.